This is masterclass number 2, my lineage. Now, my lineage goes back to the Pietro Darrow School. Pietro Darrow brought the piano accordion to America. And he set up a school, not only a school of thought, but an actual school with actual accordion teachers and accordion methods, sort of like a conservatory, but not quite. And my own teacher, Dr. Newpower, Dr. Jacob C. Newpower, took it a step further and established a conservatory. And where he took those principles and made it into a full-fledged conservatory with conservatory courses as well as academics, the Newpower Conservatory. And that's where I received my accordion training, and I graduated from that conservatory. And then I took it to the next level when he passed away, and the school was not a physical place. And I put most of my students through the paces of that particular conservatory. And I call the program the Order of the Shield program. And I will award diplomas to those who went through the paces, and as well as those who have the credentials and who have contributed something that will be worthy of our diploma. This year we have 2 recipients. The first one, Mayumi Mioka, and she's responsible for the Brooklyn Accordion Club and other wonderful contributions she's made that we can talk about later. And the other will be Brian Dewan, who's brought and revitalized the troubadour aspect of the accordion. We congratulate both of you into the Order of the Shield. As you notice, I'm wearing my Order of the Shield hat. It's a worker's hat, and after all, the accordion is a worker's instrument, and after all, we're all workers of the instrument. Sari Kalin came to us initially as an audience member, and then she played for criticisms, and she now is a full-fledged member. And she made this particular video along with her husband to a work by Lily Boulanger. And Lily Boulanger was the sister of Nadia Boulanger, the great composition teacher. Lily Boulanger died a very early death, but she left some wonderful compositions. And I believe she was the first woman to win the Prix de Rome. But in order to do that, she entered under a man's name. And so, Hymn du Soleil by Sari Kalin with music by Lily Boulanger. And now another improvisation with jazz pianist William Carmichael with me on melodica. Our next guest is Jack De Benedetto. He's been coming to us for a few years now, and he plays for constructive criticism. And today he's doing South Street. This is a number that I grew up with. It was done in the early 60s by a group called the Orlons in Philadelphia. So here's Jack's rendition of South Street. I grew up in Philadelphia, and I spent a lot of time on South Street, and I used to buy my suits there. I mean, I gigged as early as 14 years old, and I was able to afford to buy my own suits, and I could get a good deal on South Street. It then became a very, very hip place. And over the years, it's become a rather artsy place, actually. But in order to play this piece properly, and the way the Orlons did it, you have to find the rhythm. You have to get between the notes. Then you can sing, where do all the hippies meet? South Street, South Street. Again, that syncopation. Meet me on South Street, oh yeah, hurry on down. Meet me on South Street, the hippest street in town. West Street, East Street, North Avenue. South Street, the best street to have a ball with you. Do you hear that groovy beat? South Street, South Street. So if you can do that and get those syncopations and rhythms in, you'll do a better rendition, and people will really want to dance to it. We had a dance back then called the South Street. It was a little bit like the Charleston, actually. And eventually we stopped doing it. It looked too much like the Charleston. But nonetheless, we found other ways to dance to it. And so that's my advice to you, Jack. And but every year, you really give us some interesting things to listen to and comment about. So thanks again, Jack. The next piece is by the accordion quartet, Octopus. And it's written by a member, Peter Flint. And it's called Halfway There. Ladies and gentlemen, Octopus. emotional animation, what is that? And well, in an obvious sense, is how a performer sends out what they're playing, how he or she emotes. Well, in order to do that, you have to have some sort of technique. And we talked about that in the last masterclass. So you take that technique and you use it to send it out into the audience in any emotional way you can, depending on the kind of music that you're playing. Years ago, I went to see the great Charles Minyanti, who I've gotten to know over the years. I've even judged contests with him. But when I was a young squirt, I went to hear him, and he kept saying, when you play music, it's like telling a story, painting a picture. And I said to myself, oh God, that's what I came to hear Minyanti say that. And so I thought I was too cool to hear that. So a number of years later, I was called to play in a piece by Peter Brook, or an evening by Peter Brook, the great, probably one of the greatest theater directors in the 20th century. And he would, at the end of the rehearsals, he would make people gather around him. That part I always found a little weird, because he would get everyone to gather around, and he would start at what I thought was kind of pontificating. But one day he brought us around, and he said, there's one thing I want to tell you, and it's the only thing that's important, and that's telling a story and painting a picture. And I realized who Charles Minyanti was, because he told me that when I was a very young squirt. And I just thought that was too uncool. And so that's performing in a nutshell, being able to send that information to an audience who will, in a sense, appreciate it and send their appreciation back to you. This may sound like all obvious things, but it's not. You can miss the entire point. But this is what it's all about: telling a story, painting a picture, and that's emotional animation. Many times I'm called upon at the very last minute to do something, whether it's a jingle, whether it's a concert, whatever, and I'll be asked, well, can you do this now? Like, for instance, if I get called to do a commercial and they would say to me, could you do something French style now? And I would have to find a way to answer yes. And one of my favorite stories is that I got called to do a gig. And the reason why I was called to do it is all my students turned it down because it didn't pay enough. And they were desperate. And they said, we need you to play the Jacques Brel material. And I was, at the time, no fan of the Jacques Brel material. But I took the job for no money. And I went and played it. And as a result, I got to know all the Jacques Brel songs. And I left the gig saying, hey, I know all the Jacques Brel songs. And so sure enough, shortly after, I get this call, and it was from Lincoln Center for this high-paying job. And the first question they asked me was, do do you know the Jacques Brel material? And I answered, yes. And I got this wonderful gig that led to a number of college jobs as well that were wonderful paying jobs. Now, how did I know to take that non-paying gig? My gut, my instinct. I just felt, well, maybe you should do this. And at least you'll leave knowing the Jacques Brel material. And as a result, I got to know the Jacques Brel material and I became a fan of it. One of our more adventuresome contemporary composers today is David First. Here is a piece for accordion and electronics titled Girders. Now we have Gene Valonis with A Conversation with No One. Paul Stein will now tell us about the worker movement that he has been involved with for quite a few years already. And I can say a few words about it afterwards, but let's hear from Paul Stein. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Stein.
Hi, I'm Paul Stein. Bill asked me to do a brief video introduction for the clip of my band, The Filthy Rotten System, that you will see after the break. It's quite an unusual band, but over the years I've had the opportunity to play many unusual gigs. Just to give a few examples, I've played at dinners for the unhoused at Thanksgiving and Christmas for literally tens of thousands of people over the years since about 1983. I've been featured in the Coney Island Mermaid Parade, and you should have seen what I looked like in a merman outfit. I've been afloat in the New York City Labor Day Parade. I've been on Live at 5 with Sue Simmons and Chuck Scarborough as the featured entertainer over the course of a half an hour. And I was an interviewee and guest performer for New York One arts reporter Stephanie Simon. I've done a wedding procession through the streets of Park Slope for a future internationally known concert pianist. And the list goes on and on. So I'm used to playing unusual gigs. And this one is pretty rare. Filthy Rotten System is a band that grew out of the Catholic worker movement, which is a pacifistic and anti-imperialist, materialistic. They're anti-imperialist, I'm sure. Movement within the Catholic Church. I met them through my activism. I was very involved in Occupy Wall Street in 2011, 2012. And I went down to Zuccotti Park, Liberty Square, and I saw this band playing at the top of the stairs. And as I want to do at a demonstration, I joined in quietly from the audience. And the leader of the band, Bud Courtney, heard me and thought the accordion sounded good. So he invited me to come up on the steps with the band and accompany the band. And from there, they invited me to become a regular member of the band. And I've been a regular member of Filthy Rotten System since 2012. We play all over the city, some places in Jersey. We next to never, I wouldn't say never, but next to never are paid for what we do. We're volunteers. Unfortunately, I have retirement income that allows me to not have to make money from my music, so I can pick and choose and just do what I want to do that I think is worthwhile. And a lot of the demonstrations and vigils we take part in have to do with immigration support. We play regularly at the Elizabeth Detention Center, which is a terrible for-profit jail formerly owned by what was called the Corrections Corporation of America, now called CoreCivic. Anyhow, we play in support of housing as a human right. We play against the continuous detentions in Guantanamo Bay. We demonstrate against all sorts of militaristic activities that the United States is a part of. And we basically, we play for human rights and for a more just and peaceful world. And that's what we do. And it's if James Brown's band was the tightest band in show business, I have to say we're the loosest band in show business. We're never sure exactly how many members of the band are going to show up for a particular gig, and practically all of the arrangements are head arrangements or head charts. And it makes it very interesting because every time we play a song, when there are different musicians present because someone had to be at work, or someone had childcare, or someone had some other activity that took precedence, we have a different configuration of the band. So it makes for interesting music, And it makes for a challenge for all the members of the band to make sure that we're playing in an arrangement that is suitable for the song. And it's been a great learning experience for me, I have to say, because I play all the time with the band by ear, and my ear is being challenged continuously, especially when I'm told, Paul, take a solo, and we didn't even have a rehearsal for the whole song, let alone me taking a solo. So I'm very happy to be a part of this band that allows me in my retirement to combine two of my dearest interests, fighting for peace and justice, and playing music, playing the accordion. And the clip you're going to see was taken, I don't know, it was a few weeks ago, maybe a little more than that, at the annual awards celebration of Pax Christi, which is a Catholic peace organization. And they were honoring some of the best peace activists in the country. And it was an honor for us, and it is an honor every year for us to support that award celebration. So I hope you enjoy the clip, and thank you for listening.
I was fortunate enough to meet Dorothy Day, the founder of the Catholic Worker Movement. And now we'll take a break and we'll hear Paul Stein's group from the Catholic Worker Movement. Welcome back. This is concert number 2. We'll begin with Paul Stein and his band Filthy Rotten System. They're kind of the house band of the Catholic worker movement. Rita Davidson will now play a work, Agitato, written by the great accordion composer Eugene Itore. He's been regarded as the dean of accordion composers. So, Agitato, played by Rita Davidson.
But this piece is called Agitato, and I'm going to take my best effort.
I've been working on a new kind of Americana. And I took the legend of the white buffalo. They actually exist, but again, they're kind of rare. And some regard them as a mythological creature. But nonetheless, I wanted to capture that essence of mystery. So here is the white buffalo in my Americana style. Carl Reel. More coded car messages are better. Or Mu, Monet, less. Hey, morning, Monet, mortuary. Lester, Moray, hooray, good day, Morton, Folkway. More. more, moo, Monet, morph, hooray, Lester, Murray, mortuary, Morton, good day, folkway, more, 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 Monet, morph, less, hey, 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 hey. Moray, Lester. Hooray. Good day. Good day, Monet. Less. Less. Moray. Morph. Less. Monet. Hooray. More. Erica Mancini is on the road with Gogol Bordello, and one of the top gypsy punk bands around. And she sent us a video wishing us well, and also a bit of a clip of her performing with the band. So, ladies and gentlemen, Erica Mancini.
Hello, my name is Erica Mancini. Congratulations to Dr. Schimmel and the whole accordion community for 30 years of the Accordion Seminars. I've been grateful and lucky enough to have performed throughout the years at Tenry Cultural Institute and also creating videos for the online iteration of the seminars as well. I wish I could be there, and unfortunately this year I do not have a performance, but I still wanted to check in and say a quick hello. I'm here in Las Vegas about to perform at Punk Rock Bowling with this band called Gogol Bordello, which I've been touring with for the past year. There's not very many rock accordion chairs out there, and it's been really fantastic. Yuri Lemchev was the first accordionist who played on the first few records, and then Pasha Numer was the second accordionist, and now I've been keeping the accordion chair warm, and it's been really fun and just a great journey. So see you guys next year. Again, great congratulations, and thank you. Lots of love. Bye.
And now David Stiller, Embracing the Universe. Back again with another improvisation with pianist William Comaico. This is taken from a Bach cantata that has secular roots. And this is performed by Hugo Goldenzweig on piano and myself on 12 bass accordion. You see me only in the shadows. The next piece is by Lee McClure, and it's called Carolyn's Bubbly Voice. Now, apparently, Carolyn was Lee McClure's first love. And of course, he told me she had a bubbly voice, and he wrote a piece about it. So, let's hear it. Godfrey Nelson and his collaborator Jake Holmes made this video and allowed me to have a cameo in it. Here is Fools.
In the spotlight, fools on the screen, fools telling fools what they really mean. I said, fools with no limits, yeah, fools with no shame, fools with a long list of fools to blame. They go round and round, oh yeah, round and round. They go round and round. Round and round. Don't you know I lie awake at night
The next two clips are by myself and Elliot Sharp. I am on bass accordion. Elliot Sharp is on double neck steel guitar. And this is from our new album, Lowdown. It's now available on Bandcamp. So here are two selections or two clips from Lowdown. So much has been said, it's already a cliche about welcome to heaven, here's your harp. Welcome to hell, here's your accordion. Well, here is Dr. Denise Konchelik and Gene Valonis taking us to accordion heaven. Here's a work sung by Angela Lansbury that John Foti did a version for accordion, and he's here to play it for us. John Foti, The Age of Not Believing.
When you rush around in hopeless circles, searching everywhere for something true, you're at the age of not believing, when all the make-believe is through. When you set aside your childhood heroes and your dreams are lost on the shelf, you're at the age of not believing, and worst of all, you doubt yourself. You're a castaway where no one hears you, on a lonely isle in a barren sea. Where did all the happy endings go? Where could all the good times be? You must face the age of not believing, doubting everything you ever knew, till at last you start believing there's something wonderful in you. You're a castaway when no one hears you, on a barren isle, on a lonely sea. Where did all the happy endings go? Where could all the good times be? You must face the age of not believing, doubting everything you ever knew, till at last you start believing there's something wonderful in
Mary Spencer Knapp will perform with her band Death Squeeze, Best There Is. And you can see the members of Death Squeeze listed on the video, as well as herself. Ladies and gentlemen, Mary Spencer Knapp. Doug Makofka's work with you actually takes us into the whole tone dimension. For those of you who don't know what whole tones are, is just going from C to D to E to F sharp, and so forth, all whole steps. And it's not easy to do on the accordion, especially the way the left hand is set up. But Doug is showing us a way around. So here is Doug in With You, based on whole tones. This concludes our masterclass in concert number 2. See you tomorrow. This is Dr. William Schimmel.